What's happening, people, and welcome to another team review. My name is Dirty Mike, and if you're new to the series, then it's all about giving you the ins, the outs, and breaking down the top squads in FIFA 13. And in this EP, finally guys, we've gotten to Chelsea. There's a lot of loyal supporters. People have been hitting me up in the comment box, even on Twitter. You want to see Chelsea? Well, here they are, front and center. And it should be interesting to see what Chelsea does in this transfer window. They've already made a couple small moves, but they haven't had that major transfer yet, but they have the financial backing. They have a crazy owner. They got a new manager. Everybody wants to win right now, so it should be interesting to see what direction they head in during the transfer window. I would be really surprised if they don't make a few more moves. And let's get right into this. First formation we're looking at is the 4-3-3, and I'm using it in the false 9 get up or version of the 4-3-3. And a false 9 is basically what the Spanish national team uses. It's just when you have no designated striker. So everyone's interchangeable in terms of the midfielders and the wingers, and there's just no designated striker. However, in FIFA, it doesn't correlate, it doesn't transfer over. It's just a 4-3-3 with the players located in different areas. And I think that it fits Chelsea's play style a little bit better. And let's talk about tactics real quick. The do's and don'ts with Chelsea. If you're a pressure player, Chelsea will not be a good team for you. They just don't have the correct squad to induce a lot of pressure and kind of force your opponent into mistakes. You need to be patient when you're defending with Chelsea. I do like to counterattack with them. So anytime that I get a good change of possession, I jack them in the middle of the pitch, I'm going to try to start a counterattack. And the best way to do that is to go through your best two players, which is going to be Juan Mata and Hazard. Those are your two guys that you're trying to utilize when you're going forward, and you want to do it quickly. In 1v1 situations, they typically can beat one defender, and that's when you look to dump it off to Demba Ba. Maybe see Moses making a run, he's pretty quick. Or Lampard, he's got a great knack for slipping in a little bit late on attacks. I score a lot of goals with Lampard, to be honest. Chelsea shouldn't be hoeing him out and not playing him. Formation number 2 is going to be the 4-2-3-1, and that's easily my favorite formation to use with Chelsea. It's their default. Everyone fits their role perfectly in that formation. You don't have to tell people too much in terms of where to be, where not to be, and so forth and so on. I also make sure to play a cover back line and very little aggression. You just don't have the right players to chase. The only guys that are good at pursuing the ball in the defensive end, in my opinion, is Ramirez and David Luiz. And David Luiz holds it down. He is one of those players that's just a beast. The last 2 FIFAs, he's been disgusting good. He'll never be able to match the quality in real life that he has in FIFA. He's like the Jesus of FIFA. And please don't get mad at me for all the God lovers. I love God as well, but I'm just saying if he had a son and he played FIFA, it would be David Luiz with the long hair. Dude doesn't make any mistakes, tackles on everything. He's literally amazing. Just an amazing player. I can go on and on. But enough about that. Up front, I use Demba Ba instead of Fernando Torres. I think Ba's a little bit better. He's a little quicker, but that can be very interchangeable. Both players are a little bit similar. They do things very alike this year. And the final formation is the 4-3-2-1, and that's going to be your more of a risk formation because the center mids are all going to get pushed forward into the attack. So if you lose the ball in a bad location, and counterattack will happen quickly. And on the defense, you really have David Luiz to hold it down for you. I like Cahill. Obviously, you have Ashley Cole, and they're solid. And then having Cech in goal changes things. He's a top 3 goalkeeper in the game. I would say that it's Neuer number 1, and then Buffon and Cech are 2 and 3. You can flip them around. Actually, if you let me know in the comment box, I'm curious, who do you like better in this year's version of FIFA, Buffon or Peter Cech? Let me know. And in the midfield, things really don't change. I love using Lampard. He scores a lot of goals for me. And speaking of goals, we actually scored 25 goals while conceding 12. And we actually wouldn't have conceded 12, but one of the matches was like a 5-4 incredible game. It was a thriller in Manila. But that happened. We had a crazy game, kind of offset my defensive play with Chelsea. And this is the most balanced I've ever had in terms of scoring goals. Ba had 7, Hazard had 6, Mata had 5, and Lampard had 4. So that's very rare, and I had 8 wins, a draw, and a loss. I gotta stop losing. I always lose one game, it seems like, when I'm going through these, and then I start picking it up, or I find my form, and I need to get a real nice undefeated streak. I've had a few of these where I didn't lose any games, but I hate it. I hate having that one loss in the column. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop that like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at Mike29USA. I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.